What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, I'm going to talk about the game Spy vs. Spy, which was released on the Atari 8-bit family console, Commodore 64, and Apple II computers by First Star Software. And it was later ported to different consoles like the NES, Sega Master System, and the Amiga and stuff like that. And this game is pretty much based off of the Spy versus Spy comic strip from the Mad magazine and stuff. And pretty much the objective of the game is to collect a few secret items into a briefcase and leave out of the building to get to the airport before your opponent does or before time runs out and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And pretty much the items, there's pretty much technically five items you have to get, but you have the briefcase on you when you pretty much first start the game and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And pretty much the the items that you have to get is pretty much like a passport, money, um, which is pretty much a bag of money, a key, and a plane ticket itself. You know what I'm saying? But they don't tell you where your destination is supposed to be. But that's okay though. You know what I'm saying? So, but as long as you grab out all of those items and leave before your opponent does, you're gonna go to the next stage and stuff like that. And Spy versus Spy has pretty much 8 stages overall, and each stage pretty much has one or two stages, pretty much depending on which stage you're on and stuff like that. And there is like a time limit, you know what I'm saying, with each stage, and the time limit that you get is pretty much dependent on which board that you're on and everything. You know, and besides getting the plane tickets, you're pretty much armed with some booby traps and stuff for your opponent, and your opponent casts something for you. And pretty much the booby traps are bombs, springs, water bucket, and time bombs. Now, the first three booby traps have remedies to them with the water bucket. You can there's the water bucket for the bombs, pliers for the spring, and the umbrella for the water bucket and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But the time bomb don't have no remedy to it at all. You know what I'm saying? So if they happen to use one of the other remedies, just go with the time bombs and stuff like that. And you can also grab like a club or a dagger as a weapon. You know what I'm saying? But that's really for if you and your opponents happen to be in the same rooms. So the best time to use that and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, pretty much, there's three modes in it. There's the practice mode, first player, one player mode, and two player mode. Now, the practice mode is having you to get used to the gameplay and all that. You know what I'm saying? One player you play against the computer, and the two player mode is pretty much the two player co-op. But other than that, nothing changes in terms of like the stages, gameplay, and all that. You know what I'm saying? Now the graphics and design for Spy vs. Spy, you know what I'm saying, are pretty good. It has a decent color palette. You know what I'm saying. The the controls and gameplay are pretty straightforward when you talk about the booty traps that you set, the weapons that you use, and stuff like that. And I like that you switch among the different booby traps that you use, like with the water bucket, spring, stuff like that. And the soundtrack is pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? It fits the tone of the game when it relates to the slapstick comedy of spy versus spy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the only major gripes would be the soundtrack the and the graphics haven't aged well. I would say specifically the Super Nintendo version comes to mind in that regard. You know what I'm saying? Now, now the The game is pretty faithful to the source material, like I said, with the comedy and the tone of the game and stuff like that. And I honestly recommend this game to anybody who is a fan of the Spy vs. Spy comic strip and the retro gamers and all that. As far as the score, I definitely give Spy vs. Spy, specifically the NES version, an 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, if you um, like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification. And don't forget to sound off about the Spy vs. Spy game. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the NES version, the Commodore 64 version, or the Apple II, you know what I'm saying? So whatever version you want to talk about is it's fine with me, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, this is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 signing off.